Hello and welcome to Archiven Milestone 3. So we are going to start with moving quickly on what's covered already in Milestone 1 and in Milestone 2, starting with the introduction and the team composition. So we are Archiven and I am the CEO, Mohammed Al-Naqib. I'm joined with Mahi Tawfiq, the co-founder. Uh, However, because of her physical conditions, she couldn't join us. However, she contributed a lot in this milestone. So we are going to move firstly what we covered, which will start with the problem definition. As we said, students find incredible difficulty to catch up with courses they missed lectures in due to unfortunate events. Result, students are often stressed and waste a lot of time trying to catch up. The current pandemic, of course, worsened the situation even more. Even more when students had to miss classes due to isolation or getting even a COVID. So, in addition to students want to re-review lectures, they attend on campus for revision or for further examining. Therefore, the uncertainty, doubt, and constant demand for accessibility by the students have driven us to create a solution. We found out that 90% of whom we interviewed saw this as a problem worth solving. So for the existing alternatives, where the customers are watching Zoom recordings or YouTube, asking help during professor office hours, voice recording the lecture, which is very intuitive, and asking classmates for help. So this methodology for getting these results is usually got by social media data and by conducting in-person interviews on campus. So for the data analysis, we concluded that 70% from whom we interviewed saw it as a must-solve problem, 20% saw it as a nice to solve, and only 10% view it as an doesn't need to be solved problem. From a sample space of a 32 sample population of 32 customers. So to move forward with the customers, the market type is a segmented market. Because we are moving customers from using Zoom or Panopto towards our service. The customer segment is the middle or high class segments. The total achievable market is all education institutes, universities, schools, colleges, and so on. The SOM also is limited to the universities, and we are focusing on which is the SOM, is the American University in Cairo. So basically, our niche is the private universities in Cairo. So for the customer persona, which we mentioned before in Milestone 1, we called him Ali, who plays basketball. He is a university student who is 21 years old. He's a hard worker who loves to maintain his high GPA. However, he loves to play football and he usually have trainings, so he misses some classes. So the goal for Ali is regular access to lectures recordings. So the solution should be as user-friendly as possible, and it would be nice to have a transcript of the lecture should be provided. But for Ali, frustrations is the hustle of watching YouTube videos that talks about the lecture he missed. Office hours that are insufficient enough for him to catch up on all he missed. And of course, all the time is wasted asking classmates who usually lack the ability to deliver what he missed in class. The bio is a very traditional, as we mentioned before, is an engineering student and so on. For the solution, which that's the start of the milestone 2, we offer certificate and constant accessibility to on-campus lectures, classes, to professors, students, and so no student will ever be left behind. Currently, the customers are addressing the problem by watching YouTube videos, asking professors and TAs in office hours, and of course, asking classmates. So our solution offers customers the benefit of accessing missed classes or lectures. The details of our offer consist of recording on-campus lectures in class, allowing access to taking courses in the site. Recordings can be viewed indefinitely whenever needed. So why this business will work in our market region or country? So students in Egypt find incredible difficulty to catch up with courses they missed due to unfortunate events. Most of the universities in Cairo do not provide students with makeup sessions or office hours, and even if they did it, it would be as never the same as the same level of benefit as the class itself. Therefore, students struggle even more by trying to catch up from different sources, such as asking their classmates, watching external videos, because they seek to understand anything. So for our value proposition campus, which is for the customer and not the service, because the students hate to ask professors to repeat what they missed. This is their pains, as I mentioned, miss classes, asking classmates, or watching videos. For pain killing that, we are making to pain kill it. We are going to make an external videos or a service as Archiven to have all of these lectures on it. For the games that you would love if they could easily find explanations or videos of what they understand in any course. So this is what the game creator is, the service that we provide, like the transcript, comment section, and so on. So the job that they want, the job, the service they want is a constant access to recorded live lectures. So which we will provide through Archiven, which is a website or an app which will have recorded lectures on. For the lean canvas, with a problem which we stated that is missing lectures due to any situation, revising taking courses or lectures, and revisiting even lower taking courses that they might need in the future. The existing alternatives is watching YouTube videos, asking professors and TAs in office hours, or asking classmates. The solution is recording on-campus lectures in class, allowing access to taking courses in site, and recorded lecture can be viewed indefinitely without when needed. So the market is universities, schools. The customer segment is universities, schools, and colleges, and the early adopters might be the private universities in Cairo. The unique value proposition is we provide certainty and constant accessibility to professors and students, so no student will ever be left behind. And the high level concept is privately accessed academic YouTube. It's the same as YouTube, but it is for academic purposes. So the cost structure is what we are going to pay for is the designing the website and the employees that will continue to strive this service. And the revenue stream is that educational institutes will pay for our service annually. For example, $100 for each professor to complete the service itself. That is was the lean canvas, the air lean canvas, $350 for each classroom, and no additional cost for the server. The unfair advantage is that we are leading the market. However, it is not for this moment. It's not a very unfair advantage. However, we are seeking to find it. The channels to reach the customers is universities, pitch meetings, and connections to professors. The key metrics is when more professors subscribe for our service, this will translate to a success and positive feedback and positive impact. So the competition analysis is we have mainly three competitors: Zoom, Panopto, and YouTube. Which mainly YouTube is the indirect one because it is not for academics and not for this type of situation, and even Zoom in this matter. The product benefits, as we will move fastest in this point, as mentioned in milestone 2. So now we are going to start in milestone 3 with the MVP. So the pricing for the MVP for our service is 9,000 Egyptian pounds for every classroom setup. This includes the installing the capture camera and the ceiling mics. 600 Egyptian pounds for every professor for each month, which means it's per professor per month. This will allow for an accessing the recording software and having 80 hours of video storage. Also, the pricing is third the revenue of paid courses offered by the university on our website and our service. So the characteristics and benefits. It will be very cost effective compared to the market. No need for server or advanced hardware as the infrastructure of the university will carry the service. The UI, which is the user interface of the website, is designed to be as user-friendly as possible. In addition, privacy concern is our priority, in which recording access is only allowed by professors' credentials given by the university. So the description of how the product works. Basically, actually, professors that are given access to record will click record on a PC archiving software, recording software, where the capture camera, the capture camera mounted in the ceiling will start recording and tracking the professor while he moves. The mics mounted in the ceiling will allow for a crystal clear audio for viewers to simulate the interaction between the professor and the students. So finally, when the professor clicks stop, the video will be uploaded to Archiven website using the university local network, in which recorded lectures can be viewed from registered courses tab in the website. For a detailed description of the workflow, please watch the video in the following link. It has the full description of how the workflow starts, from the recording, the capturing, and even visiting and viewing the website itself. I have a glimpse of the website design. We are going for a dark toned design, because it is the modern design of websites. As it clearly sees, it is more of a video streaming service, but for academic purposes. This is the registered courses. Uh, the registered courses, the extra courses can be offered, the special offers for extra from outsiders of the university, and so on. So for the MVP evidence, we have evidence of validation, which we interviewed several personnel. However, for the highlights for this presentation is interviewing Marwan Shawi, an AUC student and a student leader in the university. Interviewing also Dr. Sadek Gyushi, the former Minister of Transportation and an AST professor. However, he is now the provost of the Italian University in Cairo, which is yet to be opened. The interviews are conducted via Zoom, and it is deliberate to have what is the pros and cons of Zoom and what our service is doing compared to Zoom. So the interviews data are you can view it from this link. So for the data itself, the interviews conducted showed incredible details. The feedback, positive feedback about the proposed solution, stating that it will be incredibly easy to view lectures anytime. However, some doubts are raised due to the pricing offered by us, where it is stated that it might be a little bit overpriced compared to other services such as Panopto. Our interviewers also found out that by implementing our MVP, universities will be able to easily offer courses to a much bigger demography of students. In addition, it will make students more productive and interested in knowledge, because their lectures will always be on the website beside other courses that can benefit them. And what would you benefit from is, because of the feedback we got from the interviews, some changes should be done to the MVP, such as making the website more oriented to register courses, not paid ones. In addition, mentioning the name of the department and the instructors every time the course is opened. So for the MVP conclusions. So lesson learned from the MVPs themselves is, first, Archiven is a very ambitious service that wants to connect several academic platforms into one complete service. Therefore, it will be intuitive for students to use it, because it will be time efficient and user friendly. Moreover, the pricing of the service is very close to the customer demands, as it offers a full package upfront, such as classroom setups. In addition, the workflow of the website and software is very easy, but yet needs some further adjustments. Also, it was found out that the universities are willing to pay for our service, as it contributes to marketing the university itself as an always connected educational institute. So what will be maintained on the MVP, or what will remain in the MVP, is, first, the general UI and typography of the website will be maintained. And in addition, the setup, implementation, and price will be maintained. Moreover, or in addition, the pricing of the recorded software accessed by person will also remain the same. And this is the pricing structure mainly didn't change, and the design even did change, because the feedback was very positive about it. However, what will be changed on the MVP is the website will shift to be a more focusing on or of registered courses, not the paid courses in the homepage. The percentage of revenue taken from paid courses will decrease a bit to make our service appeal more to universities, and to be much cost effective for them also. In addition, an editorial kit will be provided to universities in order to have a color scheme that matches the university's one, and this will make it a lot easier to universities to edit whatever they want in the MVP. And of course, the main backbone or the structure of the website will remain the same. However, the design can be slightly changed by the university itself. So this is our our milestone. and our presentation milestone 3, which mainly focused on the MVP. This is the link to view this video on YouTube, and thank you so much for watching it.